This tutorial will walk you through how to complete a withdrawal. A withdrawal from a course takes place when it's past the add and drop period and you've decided that you're not being very successful in the course academically and you're choosing to withdraw rather than to fail a course. Let's throw a word of caution out there. First, we never ever encourage students to withdraw from a class. That's really your last resort. So a couple things before you even go even further and considering withdrawing from a class. First, talk to the instructor. A lot of times an instructor might encourage you to stay in the class. They may tell you, look, you failed one test, but that doesn't mean that you're failing the entire semester. So you really want to make sure you're not making a rash decision. So first thing is first, always talk to the instructor before you ever withdraw from a class. Also, withdrawing from a class does have implications for financial aid. So you always want to talk to the financial aid advisors to make sure you're not withdrawing and hurting yourself in terms of eligibility for financial aid. So now that we've talked about those two things, let's take a look. The other thing that I want to bring to your attention is that always look at the academic calendar before you withdraw. So I'm going to go out there, and this is just a sample depending upon when you're viewing this video, so it doesn't matter. The calendar is always going to be out here. And what you want to try to do, you want to look for the 60% completion date. Like you see one here, 60% completion date for mini term 2 classes. That 60% is very important. So let me explain it to you this way. If you withdraw before the 60% completion date, so if a student decided to not withdraw, and it doesn't matter what year we're looking at, so I'm going to get rid of the year, but if you see mini term 2, you're in a mini term 2, and you see that you're trying to withdraw before the 60% date, so a student that withdrew up here, that means that they would actually be penalized and have to pay the money back for tuition. So that's why it's important to always look at the calendar. I'm going to go back in time here and go back and see if we can find the 60% date for the regular term. And there it is, regular term, 60% completion date. See that? So you always want to make sure you're withdrawing after that date, not before. You pay right here. If you withdraw early, you pay after. So basically what they're saying is that, look, if you have not attended 60% of that class and you really tried to work before you withdrew, then there's a penalty. So there's a penalty that takes place before this marker. So now that we've educated you on withdrawing, I'm going to walk you through how to withdraw. So go ahead and click on the home button that you see over here on the left, and then click on current students. When you go to current students, now sometimes these buttons move around, but pretty much look for the purple add drop withdrawal button and click it. And remember, make sure you're past the 60% date. You can also watch videos, okay, on other processes. But to withdraw, just simply click on the green button. Always read the directions before withdrawing. And it's going to take you to the online withdrawal form. Of course, fill out your name and your last name. You will need a copy of your schedule in front of you to complete a withdrawal because you're going to need the call number of the course. It's going to record the date and the time that you are withdrawing. Your LSCC email, it's telling you right here what it should look like. This email address is printed out on your schedule. In case you don't know it, you should know it, but just in case, go to your schedule and you can put it printed out, or you can go to Student Suite. Your student number is also located in Student Suite and also located on your schedule. This needs to be correct. Okay, so you're going to put your email address, your student number. We also want daytime and evening phone numbers. This is important in case there's a question. Oftentimes the registrar's office may have a question. Maybe you didn't fill out the form properly. So we need to be able to reach you. Answer whether you have veterans benefits, and you're just going to basically go through all the information on this form. How many courses are you withdrawing from? Are you totally withdrawing from classes currently listed on your schedule? Be careful. If you select yes here, they're going to withdraw you from all your classes. If you're just dropping out of one class and say no. So this is very, very important. Pay attention to what you're actually responding to. So never say yes unless you're withdrawing from every single class. So down here, list all courses from which you wish to withdraw below. So you're going to put down, have you attended the classes, or if online, have you logged in? Yes or no. You're going to put the course information down here. Okay, so the course information, as you can see right here, you're going to be very clear. English 101, English Composition 1, or maybe it's Speech 107, Public Speaking. So follow, go slow, read the directions so that, again, you fill out the form completely and accurately. So you list all of your courses down here that you're withdrawing from. And then right down here, notice the little red asterisks right here. I have read and I understand the policies regarding withdrawal. Here they're talking about the fact that if you withdraw before the 60% deadline, you know you have to pay that money back, right? So you say yes, you type in your full name here, right? And any comments. It is important. Sometimes we do want to know why you're withdrawing. So I am withdrawing because of ... All right, so real quick, I'm going to run you through it again. Type in your name. I'm going to do it very quickly. Your email address. My student number. My daytime phone number. Don't forget the area code. That's really important. Any evening phone number that you may have. Whether you're receiving benefits, I'm just going to take you through it very quickly. Be careful here. Remember, I said be careful. If you're not withdrawing from every course, then just put down no. I've attended class, but I'm withdrawing from my English class. Okay. And that's it. And remember, if there are more classes, just plug them in. And then you simply say you agree that you have read and you understand the policies regarding withdrawal. And here are the withdrawal policies right here. It's important to read them. Withdrawing policies, Title IV policies, college refunds. Make sure you're just informed, okay? And then once you're done, you just follow the prompt right here to submit the form. You type the number, whatever number is showing, and you hit submit, and you have withdrawn. Notice what it says. After submission, you will receive an email from the registrar's office. So you need to check email. That is so important. You gave us your email address, and now we're going to send back a statement to you. The registrar office expects you to read that within 3 business days. You have to confirm your withdrawal. Again, if there's some missing information, don't assume because you hit submit that everything's okay. You want to make sure you're checking email to ensure that the registrar is not trying to reach you about something that's incomplete on your form. You don't want to have that breakdown. And that breakdown could mean that they don't withdraw you from the class. So again, when you give us your email address, then expect for the registrar to try to communicate with you using that email address. That is your responsibility. Well, that's it. Remember, we do not like for students to withdraw, but we understand that on occasion it happens. But remember, the 3 rules before you withdraw. Always talk to the teacher first. That is so, so, so important. Second, make sure you talk to financial aid to make sure there's no implications. And lastly, always review the academic calendar as we shared earlier to make sure you are withdrawing after the 60% completion rate, not before. If you have any additional questions about withdrawing from a course, you can always talk to your advisor or anyone in the registrar's office. We hope this presentation has been helpful.